ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button. Sit back, relax, and let's begin. So, first off, the release date for Tekken 7 has been revealed. The game will be releasing on June 2nd, and a trailer was revealed or released this week as well. The game looks amazing, and fighting game fans everywhere are really excited for this new title. It even rhymes. Tekken 7 coming June 2nd. Tekken 7 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 June 2nd. That's a short little ASMR repetitive ramble for you guys. I tried something new this week. Okay, so next, Overwatch has received a new update this week. It's for a new seasonal event. They have released a bunch of new skins and stuff. It's a Year of the Rooster event. Blizzard decided to do this for the players in Asian regions like China and Korea and Japan. So, yeah, we have a bunch of new skins. A seasonal map, the map's actually themed with fireworks and stuff. They added a new Capture the Flag mode, which is a lot of fun. Diva, Mercy, May, and a bunch of other characters have new skins. And yeah, I'm actually trying to get one of those right now, so really fun. Really fun. I'm glad Blizzard is continuing to update the game and stuff. And it's also been revealed that Overwatch has surpassed over 25 million active players around the world. So, over 25 million people have played Overwatch. That's a really big number. So I'm glad to see the game is a success. As a huge surprise this week, Square Enix and Marvel have entered a collaboration or partnership together. They're going to be developing Marvel games at Square Enix. So, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal are two developers that are under Square Enix. So they're going to be working on making Avengers and Marvel related games. I think this is something very unique, and it might seem strange to some people, but let's not forget that Kingdom Hearts is a Square Enix game, and they collaborated with Disney. Disney owns the movie rights to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so it would make sense for them to try to get the rights used by someone that creates video games. So they went to Square Enix, and all I ask is that hopefully maybe Kingdom Hearts 3 will have an Avengers world, or what if Disney decided to give Star Wars to Square Enix as well? Maybe they could add some Star Wars games to their development cycles or something. I don't know. Maybe create a new Rogue One or a Rogue Leader game. You know, the Rogue Squadron games were really great back in the day. So who knows? But certainly good things will come from this partnership. Resident Evil and Yakuza 0 are two games that came out this past week, and they've been receiving great reviews. RE7 is being praised as one of the best Resident Evil games since Resident Evil 4, and others have been saying that it's the best one since Resident Evil 5. But it's a return to the horror roots of the series. So lots of fans are extremely happy with this. The only nitpicks I've seen are that the game is entirely in first person, and traditional fans of the classic third person view style are a little bit disappointed, but they hope that the next game will be in third person. And Yakuza 0 is getting a lot of good reviews, and a lot of new people are starting to actually take notice in the Yakuza series. The Yakuza games are a game like similar to Mafia or Sleeping Dogs, in which like you have a small like open world area, you go on missions. It's like a beat 'em up full of mini games and stuff to do. And online there have been a lot of gaming personalities on YouTube giving the game a positive review and recommending it, and lots of people have been picking the game up. So the word is getting out there that the Yakuza games are very interesting. So that's a good thing, and I hope the series continues to grow in popularity in the West. The Taipei game show happened this past week, and we got to see some footage of a few games. You know, they showed off Final Fantasy 12 HD and a bunch of other upcoming releases, but what I want to focus on is Ys 8. Now, the 8th Ys game. The Ys series is a long-running series action RPG, and this new game is going to be coming out this year for the PlayStation 4, and it has like beautiful graphics, and it runs entirely at 60 FPS. Fans like myself are really looking forward to this game, so if you're interested, be sure to check that out too. They released some gameplay footage online from the event. And now to Phantasy Star Online 2, the game that many, and I mean many Sega fans have been dying and begging to play for the past few years, has now surpassed over 500,000 downloads on PlayStation 4. The game is available on PC, PlayStation Vita, and PS4, of course. You can play online with other players, you go on quests, team up with friends. It's kind of like a futuristic Monster Hunter style game, even though most Monster Hunter fans would not like you to compare the two, but it's basically an RPG series where you go on quests with friends, and it's a lot of fun. But sadly, Sega has not announced like any release date for this game, and people have been waiting for 4 years now, or even more. So, yeah, if you are interested in this game, be sure to email Sega and ask why they haven't released it in the West yet. Many people were fans of the original Phantasy Star Online on the Sega Dreamcast, as well as the port that was on the Nintendo GameCube. I Am Setsuna is a game that came out on the PlayStation 4 this past year, and it's recently been announced to come out on the Nintendo Switch, but in the past few days, they've actually clarified and stated that this game is going to be a launch title for the system. So, for those of you that are thinking of picking up a Nintendo Switch, and you haven't played I Am Setsuna, if you're a fan of classic Japanese role-playing games from like the SNES and PlayStation 1 era, I highly suggest you check this game out. It's definitely one that's going to be really exciting to play at launch. And in a sadder note, Capcom has no plans to bring Resident Evil 7 to the Nintendo Switch. In a famous old interview, like back a long time ago, when the Nintendo Wii was out. Well, that wasn't actually a long time ago, more like 10 years ago, but still. Capcom, they had like a PR person come out and say that Resident Evil 5 would not be on the Nintendo Wii, and that the Nintendo Wii wasn't even capable of running the title screen for Resident Evil 5. And since then, there hasn't been a main series Resident Evil game on a Nintendo system, with the exception of maybe Resident Evil Revelations on the 3DS and Wii U. But as far as main series games go, the Wii U or Wii did not receive Resident Evil 5, 6, and it seems like the Switch will not be receiving Resident Evil 7 either. It's kind of sad to see like third-party support like this, get away from Nintendo. I think it has a lot to do with hardware power. If the Nintendo Switch was possibly more powerful, maybe Capcom would have thought of porting it over, but hopefully they release the Resident Evil 2 remake on the Nintendo Switch. Now that would be a lot of fun. Kingdom Hearts character Sora is in World of Final Fantasy for a limited time as free DLC. If you want to download Sora, I suggest you head to the PlayStation Network store immediately and download him for the PlayStation Vita or PS4 version before it goes down. I think they're going to remove the character, or they're going to make him like a purchase. You're not going to be able to get him for free anymore if you wait. ARMS, the new Nintendo IP that they recently announced, the fighting game where you move your arms back and forth to mimic punching your opponents. ARMS is currently in the running for EVO this year. Now, EVO is basically the pinnacle of fighting games. It's like a huge tournament where lots of people go to fight in fighting games and win big money and stuff like that. And you're going to be able to vote, and people will be able to get a player's choice option of what game they want to see at EVO. And it's currently running against Pokken Tournament. So that's going to be quite difficult for ARMS to beat Pokken Tournament, simply because, well, Pokemon versus a new IP, Pokemon's probably going to win. But even though it's tough competition, it would still be really interesting to see a Nintendo game that is completely new be at EVO and see it played competitively, so really would like to see that, so hopefully it happens. And now let's move on to geek news. Star Wars Episode 8. Its official title has just been released this week, and it's going to be called The Last Jedi. Fans are extremely excited about this. The internet is full, and I mean full, of fan theories circulating. People are saying that this might imply that Luke, after the events of Return of the Jedi. Why am I saying Revenge of the Jedi? There's no such thing. Return of the Jedi. That Luke, after the events of that movie, went to go train and finished his training that Yoda couldn't finish before he died. So possibly Luke is now completely a Jedi and he's going to train Rey, or maybe Luke did not fully train and Rey is actually going to be the last Jedi alive in the next movie. So there's a lot of theories and speculation about what the title could mean, but the movie's scheduled to release December of this year, so that's still a long ways away. But there's plenty of time for more news and stuff to come out until then, so yeah, can't wait to see that movie. It's gonna be great. Nintendo is sponsoring the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards 2017. It's gonna be hosted by John Cena. Sorry, just had to. And people are speculating that Nintendo is going to be sponsoring the event in order to promote the Nintendo Switch and upcoming games like Splatoon 2, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Because in the past, Nintendo heavily marketed Splatoon on Nickelodeon advertisements, and the game turned out to be a huge success, so I think they're going to try to emulate that again with the Nintendo Switch advertisements. So yeah, that's it for this week. Tell me what you think of this video. I tried to speak a little bit slower than what I usually do, and I did add some repetitive words, as I did with the Tekken 7 on June 2nd part. So if you like that and want me to continue doing that in future videos, be sure to let me know in the comments. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at ASMR Gaming News. And so yeah, I'll see you all next week. So long.